Alright, so as you can all see, this is HELEGROD, and it happens to also be the featured instance. So if you want to get some points for dailies, you'll be able to do that. And in the future, we will be doing HELEGROD runs. In the future, we'll be doing HELEGROD runs, and those will have it'll be a 24-man raid for the final boss, and that'll be level 100 plus to farm marks and medallions. That's a really good way to do that when you're at max level. These instances are pretty cool. They're pretty fun to do. It's like Rift. And obviously, like, we're just one-shotting everything because it's all kind of higher level. But it is just like Rift, and it's a 12-man raid. There aren't a lot of mechanics. But this one is pretty interesting. So you're going to have to grab these torches here, as Ostit is, and you're going to run all the way over here with the torch, and you're going to set fire to the webs. So you're going to run right here, run up into the web's going to burn, and then more NPCs are going to spawn. That'll open up the path for us. I'm going to go in. These guys, a bunch of invisible guys, be very careful, because there's a lot. If you're doing it on level, there are a lot of them. As you can see, there are quite a bit. Alright. So this one, if you want to do the side quest, you can use this torch, but if you're also really speedy, you can actually get the torch all the way over to this corner over here, and just kind of skip this next section here on the right, which is usually what I like to do. So I'll bring it all the way over here, and burn this down, and then just push through to the next area if you're trying to do it in a speed run. This one's got a bunch of different webs here. You can do the exact same thing and skip those two side rooms. If you happen to need it for the quests, you can do that as well. You can open up all three doors, but this is the doorway that you can do to open up the quickest route, which is going to be this one right here. To just kind of run through the instance. And if you are within the level 50 thing, there are side quests. When you do it around your level, there will also be side quests. So here's boss fight number 1 for this instance. You don't actually have to kill her. You can, but you don't have to kill her. She kind of runs away. Oh, she actually just flat out runs away. So you don't have to kill her. But you can chase her down, and it's kind of pointless because she shows up at the final boss anyway, even if you do kill her. Alright. So, yeah, I've had times I was like, oh, yeah, chase her down, and then you end up with all these NPCs on you, and she still shows up at the final boss anyway. So, the final boss for this one has a one-shot mechanic, so what you want to do is you want to remove any and all bleeds you get on yourself, because it is very important. Oh man, that water on high graphics looks very smooth. I thought it was glass. Wow. It was really good. So here, as you can see, there's all these NPCs. Basically what we do is we kill all the NPCs. She yells at us for a bit. We kill all the NPCs. She ends up getting eaten by the spider. And yeah, pretty much you just want to kill them all. And there's a lot. And some of them spawn behind us, so be careful about those shadow broodlings. They hurt. Alright, so here you go. Here's our big spider. She's standing right there, and he's gonna go nom 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 nom, and then we kill him. If you have a bleed on you, be sure to remove it. There's a chest there. The chests, I believe, are glitched out. They might have fixed it, but so you can loot the chest, and yeah, it's still glitched out. Alright, so go ahead and right-click on your picture of your character, and then scroll down to the very bottom and hit Leave Instance. And then we'll do the next one. And these are pretty quick, right? They made them a lot shorter. It used to be one entire raid, but they split it up so that they could scale it, and now they go up to tier 3, I think. So it's a really fun challenge when you're at cap level and you want to do this with a group, with a 12-man. Excuse me. So when you're all out, when you're all out, I'm going to open up another one. So we'll do Giant Wing. Okay, and now we're going to do Giant Wing, which is the next section of this. It actually is right after the Spider Wing, like the very end of it, basically. So we go in here, there's a couple of random side paths you can do and a couple of weird pulls that work some ways that we found. But generally, this one's probably the least mechanic based. You just kind of run in, attack the bad guy, and win. The challenge is pretty difficult for this one. But yeah, a lot of this is just kind of running straight in and kind of trying to kill the bad guys as fast as possible. Because as you can see, there's some guys up top of this hill throwing rocks at us. And you kind of, when you're doing it on level, it's to your advantage to kind of be as quick as possible to get those guys from throwing the rocks, because they do a lot. And look at that dragon flying around there. That's a little precursor into the next one. Okay, good work. Push ahead, watch out, there's going to be a giant that runs out of that room there. Sweet, good job. See that drake flying around? It's a foreboding sign to the next instance. So as you can see, those guys up there throwing rocks at us. Be very careful, they're ready to... Toss them rocks. And then we got our final boss here, up here. And the challenge, this is pretty funny, so, like, we'll go ahead and watch this. Like, it's pretty funny. So he's like, oh, come work for Angmar. Right? And then, watch what he does. He throws him. He summons mobs every once in a while. And the challenge is to kill him without killing any mobs. Alright, and then there's your loot chest over there if you happen to want to loot that. Go ahead and right-click your portrait and go scroll down to Leave Instance. When you're done... Ooh, Voxen got a Tome of Fate 3. Congratulations on that. And that's actually not bad. And so there is like those tomes of fate, or the stat tomes are actually a good reason to do lower level instances like this, because you can get stuff like that. So when you're all out, we'll go ahead and start the next one. Alrighty. So this one's a little bit more interesting. It's probably my favorite. Okay, 1 minute. It's probably my favorite instance out of all of them. Because it is a little bit more mechanic-based, but this doorway thing is confusing as a heck at first. So we gotta run through all this and kill everything. And then I will explain this very kindly. It's a really good thing to know how to do it. So you kill all your mobs on both sides. And if you need more drakes to spawn, baby drakes, you can actually run over to the eggs and they'll spawn. If you happen to need that for the side quest and you're wondering why you're not getting enough. Alright. Yep, just like that. And there's plenty of drakes, by the way. So we're gonna go up here. After you... Oh, yeah, go ahead, go wild. So actually, there's these cool levers. So, if I stand here, and there's this lever, then there's another lever over here. Up in the center. We go to the center. Yeah. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to hit this lever. Now what actually has to happen is I have to stand here and stay here. So if we could get one of you to run over to that other gate right there and hit that other lever, and then Tiro is going to stay there. Now the rest of you are all going to go down this ramp and you're going to turn right. And then you're going to go up that other ramp and you're going to hit the lever up there. One of you is going to stay there. And then you're going to go to the other side, so you're going to go straight north and go up that other ramp where Wax Off is standing, and you're going to get that last one. And the person who pulls the lever on the south side has to stay there. It's a pretty cool instance, and it is heck to figure out. Alright, so now the gate to the north is open, so Wax Off is going to run in there and get the north gate. Alright, now here's the crappy part. The 4 of us that are standing on these levers have to stand here for the entire rest of the instance. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. We can go. So come up to the center here. And the rest of this is super duper straightforward, so I have to go AFK really quick. So if you guys want to go ahead and charge through this, go for it and fight the boss. I will have Elmbow on follow, so you all have fun. I will be back shortly. Okay, sorry about that. Good job. Go ahead and hop out of the instance. Okay. So good job, everyone. By the way, I hope you had fun with that. But we have one more instance, and this is like the main boss fight. Oh, you gotta leave the instance. Sorry about that. Leave Drakewing. I didn't quite get to start it yet. So I believe that dragons, like the actual definition difference is that dragons specifically have 4 limbs. So they have 2 arms in the front and 2 legs in the back. And a drake is supposed to only have 2 legs in the back, and then their arms are also their wings. So a dragon has wings and 4 limbs, and a drake specifically has its wings attached to its arms. Hey guys, you gotta leave the instance, please. And I believe that a wyvern, which is a third thing, doesn't have any legs. It just has the wings. Come on, guys, you gotta leave the instance. Waiting on some very excited kinsmate to leave the instance because they started it and they entered the instance without well, see, I could start the instance once I got out, but somebody got excited and re-entered, and then a bunch of people re-entered, and then yeah, so everybody's here just not paying attention. Elmo, I love you, but come on. Alright, there we go. Okay. This is Dragon Wing, not Drake, so don't stop running forward. So I'm going to show you all a side thing. So first, to get some extra marks, if you're doing this for marks and medallions and stuff, you can run over here, this little side path, and there's a lot of bears and stuff. You can kill them if you want, some mats and whatnot. But really, you want to kind of run down here. You can kill them all pretty easily, right? And it's just a little side boss. So it's just a little side boss, and you come all the way in the back. All the way. And there's this boss here. And he's going to spawn once you kill everything. So now you've killed all the bears. There's Cold Bear here. And he threatens to attack everybody. And you just kill him. And he gives you a little bit of marks and medallions. As you can see, like, we kind of didn't really get, like, a lot. But maybe the lower level people, very likely. Like, we got 2 marks and a medallion. If you're at this max level, that's it'll give you about 500 marks. And a couple, like maybe about 100 medallions. So it's not bad. If you're just doing this level, this one max level 130, level 129, back and forth, you can, if you don't want to do the whole instance, you can just do him over and over and over again. I hope to, around New Year's, for everybody who isn't cap level, right, we could do a little Thorog raid farm now that we've kind of gotten a lot of you unlocked here. And obviously, if we can do the other instances to unlock for everybody else. We could do a little raid farm, get anybody who's level like 100, just up, and get everybody else marks and medallions, and that'll get you gold, which will get everybody a lot of gold, and that'll get everybody a lot of marks and medallions, so you can upgrade your allies. And also, it'll be kind of a good sort of thing to do, as we don't have an actual raid, end game raid right now. So you gotta kill these drummers. You actually have to kill them all within the same amount of time, otherwise they heal up. Yeah, as we don't have our Shelob raid yet. And it would be a good thing to do. A lot of people like doing them on Sundays, so we could do them on Sundays, right, for a couple hours every Sunday morning. Or we can do them Saturdays, a couple hours every Sunday morning. Just do this instance over and over again. So this one is very interesting. So the more damage we do to him, you got to be really careful. We have to pick the right one. So he splits in half and all this stuff, and it's really creepy. You have to target the main one. Otherwise, you kill the ads, the other ones that spawn, and it does, it starts doing explosive damage, and it's very painful, especially at level 130. So how you do that is when he spawns, you're going to put your mouse over him, right? And then you're going to hit the H key, right? And so that's going to give you a little tooltip. And so every time he splits and you lose targeting on him, just click on that little tooltip, and it'll target the right one. So he split, he split, he split. Keep targeting the right one. There you go. So every time he splits. And then now he summons the actual boss, which is really, really straightforward. You just kill it. If you have the quests for this instance, you are going to want to loot the actual corpse of Thorog. Yeah, it's even tough with a bunch of level 150, 130s. Alvadir, congratulations, you've leveled up to level 57. Alright, so then that's the whole instance. I hope you all had fun. If you're watching the live stream, I hope you liked the video and subscribe. And, excuse me. And I hope to do this again sometime in the future. Tomorrow is... Let me check the calendar real quick. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we are going to have Kinship Hide and Seek. So, and we will live stream that. And we will be doing it in the various places. We'll probably vote on the location that we'll be doing our hide and seek. And there will be gold prizes as well as maybe some cosmetics or something, right? Like, so it'll be like gold, like today, first, second, third place. Or we'll do multiple rounds of hide and seek. I'll explain the rules and all that stuff when we get to that. So thank you all. Go ahead and exit the instance. I hope you had fun. If you wish to relive it, go ahead. It's on our YouTube. Yeah. And I will see you all tomorrow.